Hey Capricorns, I'm Rodin. I also go by Island Turtle. Welcome to BOMISpirit. This is going to be the general monthly reading for for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. You can catch part 2 on Vimeo or Patreon as well. Everything else you're curious about, like the website, social media, is all listed down below. Okay? All right, Capricorns, let's go ahead and get into it. I am doing this at night. I don't normally record at night, but it just feels right, so I'm going with it. I'm going to start off with the Priestess of Light Oracle. That is what it's called. Capricorns, I actually tried to record your video earlier and then I had a massive coughing fit, so I had to stop. My allergies and asthma are really bad right now. But something I'm feeling now that I was feeling then, a lot of Aries energy. And we do have some Aries energy going on. You know, I follow astrology in Tropic. Can you tell Mercury retrograde's close by? Chiron is in Aries, Eris, the asteroid, is in Aries, and Jupiter also has moved into Aries. And so Aries energy is playing a huge role actually in the astrology that's going on. And Capricorns, I feel like you're feeling it. It was funny because in the last video, I actually could feel like all this pressure around my head, and I'm feeling it again too. Normally, I would consider that to be like third eye energy, and it could possibly be that for you, but I'm actually feeling it's related to Aries. Some of you guys are having some conflict with an Aries or just conflict in general because of this Mars fiery energy, and it could be giving you literally a headache or just making you frustrated or like hitting your head against a wall or against someone else's forehead, ramming into a ram, essentially. So there's that. But I also feel this call with your heart, Capricorn. I do. Feel this call with your heart. Are you conflicted about that? Your heart's nagging at you. Your heart's trying to pull you in a direction. I think you're trying not to listen to it. I feel like you're trying to stay in your Capricornness. Like you're trying to be practical. You're trying to stay focused. But your heart's pulling on you. I really hope this isn't lagging, by the way. If it is lagging, I will not know till after the fact. I apologize if it is. Any messages or insights for my Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. These are timeless. It's not a date range for these monthly readings, just so you know. Monthly just means I do them once a month. That's all it means. So take the messages as they resonate. Oh, my Cappies, my Cappies, my Cappies. You're being called to your heart. You're being called to the water. Your heart wants you to pay attention to it. It's trying to tell you something. And yeah, I feel like literally you're trying to ignore it, or you're just trying to stay focused and not get distracted, but you're definitely not giving it all the attention it wants. You're not fully listening to your heart. This goes to be someone around you, someone you're connecting with. It doesn't have to be you. I feel like your heart is trying to lead you to fulfillment, to be honest. I feel like it's just trying to lead you in the direction that will make you happiest. But maybe what that entails goes against what you think you want, or what you think you need to focus on. It just feels like there's a conflict there. Like it feels kind of like Five of Wands to me. It feels like there's a conflict there. Any messages or insights for my Capricorns? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. They're showing me the bat. The bat can be a transformational energy, like transient between like letting go and endings and death and like rebirth and new beginnings. God, so many things are starting to come in. Sorry, I'm trying to hold on this energy of the bat. The bat also comes out. They show me the bat when it's like something is being revealed to you as well. Something that you've been hiding from, or something that's just been hidden like a secret. Because it's funny, because then all of a sudden I felt this like surprise, like endearment. It might become clear to you that certain people have more admiration for you than you realized. Yeah. Oh, I like that, Cappies. Have more admiration for you than you realized. It's admiration. They find you endearing. Some people might find you adorable. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see. Ooh, sacred action, decisive focus. 17 breaking down to an 8. This is definitely where I feel like you want to be. You want to be focused. You want to be doing your Capricorn things. You want to be doing what you want to do. That's where I feel like your focus is at. And I feel like your heart is also trying to help you out here. But whatever your heart is saying, I do feel like it comes into conflict with like what you think you need to focus on, or certain details of what it is that you're focused on. So you're not really listening to it. I think you find it to be just a distraction. But you want to stay focused. I feel you. I feel you, Capricorns. I feel you. It's funny because this is like a lot of fire energy to me. And literally Aries is like kind of, not kind of, Aries is affecting you. Again, could be dealing with an Aries. You could have that in your chart. Any other messages or insights for my Capricorns? Yeah, I feel a lot of fire around you. You could even be attracting a lot of fire signs right now, or you could be learning to harness fire, work with fire element, work with your own vitality, creative energy. I just feel like fire needs to be around you right now, even if it makes you uncomfortable. Some of you it's making you uncomfortable. Some of you are adapting just fine. Yeah, I just feel a lot of fire, a lot of fire. River of Blessings, releasing constraints. 47 breaking down to an 11. You have 8 and 11. Both of those are great vibrations for manifestation. 8 to me is like, it's my CEO vibration. It is like the magician energy. It is the alchemy, right? The infinite. And 47 breaks down to 11, which is a master number, which to me, 11 is just divinity. It's self-awareness, being awakened, if you will. I like this. I like this a lot. You really don't want anything to stop you. You really don't want anything to get in your way. But again, I keep feeling this call to your heart, and you're like, no. You're like, I don't want to listen to that. Don't tell me that right now. Don't let me look at that right now. I need to stay focused. 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 And I do think you do. I don't think you need to be totally unfocused here. It's like whatever you are focusing on, it is something that is good for you. I'm also noticing the jaguar and the cheetah really standing out here. You could be connecting with big cat energy, Lyrans even, or again, Leos, because they just keep getting strong fire with you. Sevens are really standing out here too. You might start to see 717, that just came. 717, 711, 744, 4s, 1s, and 7s, but 7s in particular. You're on a path and you cannot be deterred from it. You don't have to be deterred from it, but listen to your intuition. Listen to what your heart's telling you. Those are still parts of you. Probably telling you something very important, you know? Circle of eternal joy, timelessness, dance of life. 41, breaking down to a 5. Again, the 4s and the 1s here. So you now have an 8, 11, and a 5. Changes, changes, changes. Cycle, cycle, cycles. You're stepping through a door, Capricorn. Excuse me. You're stepping through a door. It feels a little bit like Catch Me If You Can. I feel like you're like an 8 of Wands energy, but I can feel that there's a 5 of Wands lurking around too that you're trying to ignore. But that's what I'm getting with this card. Like you're literally stepping into something new that you've created, you have manifested for yourself. And it is a change and you want it and you're focused and you're not going to be deterred from it. It also feels a little bit like you've been recently liberated. Like maybe you've been trying to do this, or maybe you've been trying to be focused on this and you've had like carrying a burden or being dragged down by something, and whatever those like weights are, they're gone. Which is why you're also like, I'm going to run now. I see the exit. I'm running. You cannot stop me. Interesting. There's something going on with this heart thing. Again, you're not paying attention to it. Let's see what else wants to come out for my Capricorns. Any other messages or insights for my Capricorns? So I'm really feeling the animals with you, Cappies. Ooh, loss and lack, fear of victimization, 34, another 7, and another 4. 4s, 7s, 1s, very significant for you. Loss, lack, fear, victimization. Is this what you are running from or trying to ignore? Feels like 5 of Pentacles energy to me. And there's also an owl. Yeah, guys, I'm really feeling a strong animal energy with you. Some of you might already know your spirit guides or animals. But pay attention if there are certain animals that are coming up for you. I feel certain animals want to work with you. Getting a lot of different animals. Anyway, this loss, lack energy. I feel like this is about the chains. I didn't say chains before, but chains wanted to come out. The weight. This is what's been burdening you, dragging you down, is this energy of scarcity, doubt, insecurity. Some of you, it could have just been literally feeling like no matter what you do, it's like you're just slowed down a lot. And that is being released. You are releasing yourself. And I almost feel like this fear of like, if you pay attention to what your heart's telling you, like you're going to fall back into this. Like you're going to look back. Ooh, is that what it is? Cappies, is that what it is? You're running so fast towards the exit, you're terrified you're going to look back and what? Stop? Get stuck again? I want to say yes, that's how it feels. Overall, we have duality. Many meanings, misunderstanding. 36, bringing down to a 9. This is the only card that's like not in this, like, these numerological vibrations for you. Again, 7s, 1s, 4s, very significant. Perception. I'm hearing perception with that. Perception, perception, perception. To see the exit door requires a shift in perception, which you're doing. You're accomplishing that by breaking away from the chains and shackles and burden of scarcity mindset and doubt and insecurity and going full on manifestation mode. But at the same time, there's this fear. I can feel it. It's like, almost like, don't hesitate. Like almost like you're talking to yourself, or maybe it's just something you're thinking too and just embodying. Like, if I hesitate, if I let myself feel what I'm walking away from, interesting. Or if I start to feel or think or listen to myself, it's like I might look back, I might get stuck again. You're terrified of getting stuck again. You're terrified of getting back into that energy. Some of you might have had some recent conflicts, and I'm feeling that with duality. But I really feel like it's a difference in perception, a difference in belief system. If you were having any issues with anybody, whatever they were seeing, you couldn't see. Whatever you could see, they couldn't see. It's like, I feel like there's illusion going on there too. So stay focused, keep going towards the exit. I do think it's good for you, but understand that once you get there, there might need to be a little, not need to, but it could benefit to reflect a little bit on your fear, your fear of being stuck, your fear of scarcity, being held back, being restricted, being slowed down, losing. That feels like something. Some of you might have a Chiron in Taurus. Fear, or Chiron in 8th house even. Or even 2nd house. Or 10th house. Fear of losing. Fear of loss. And if you were having any conflict with anybody, this could have been like the fear that was part of it. Like fear that you'd be restricted or slowed down, or even like losing something, or they could have felt the same way. But yeah, I just feel like 5 of Wands with this and 7 of Cups, like just confused and like things are not clear and like things are not being seen clearly. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling with that. Since the animals want to talk so much, Capricorns, we're going to go right into the animal deck here. Any other messages or insights from my Capricorns? Hold on. I want to make sure I get those numbers in the title. Oopsie. Okay. Okay. Any messages or insights from my Capricorn? Sorry for the shaking of the camera. Oh, I got a glimpse of Eagle. We'll see if Eagle wants to come out. Oh boy. Yeah, I feel like this is relating to the Lost Lack card here. We have Shark and the Lizard. So a couple of things going on with these two energies. I do feel like this is just representing a feeling here, a reaction of sorts, even like perception. No, this is fear. No, it's fear. This is fear. Shark is an energy that comes out when we feel like the walls are closing in on us, whether it's actually happening or not. We feel something closing in. We feel something lurking, and we can feel threatened by that energy. Lizard is overwhelmed. Lizard is like a little bit of sensory overload, like this to me feels like stress, actually, Capricorn. being stressed out that something hasn't been working, that something seems to be putting you in a place of lack and scarcity. But like I said, you're really focused here on breaking away from that, which I think you can. But why were the walls closing in? Why wasn't it working? I think we're going to find that out in part 2. Let's keep going. Any other messages or insights from my Capricorns, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter as it pertains to this spread? Interesting. We have cosmic egg with crown energy, which is funny because I was getting headache with you, right? This is the crown chakra. Cosmic egg comes out when we're talking about ascensions or rebirths. I feel like you were almost going through a little touch of like dark night of the soul. And I want to say like a touch because it doesn't feel dark and super heavy, but it definitely feels like pressure. It feels like the feeling of the floor is going to bottom out. Which that can be very much like dark night of the soul. Like it really gets our ego like to go like, so we can do the work. Right? So we can do the work and we don't have to be, and we won't get so attached to things. There's also the lesson too of North Node Taurus and South Node Scorpio. And again, especially for any Cappies who have Chiron Taurus or you know somebody with Chiron Taurus, this could totally be something they're going through, or Chiron in like 8th house, 2nd house, 10th house. Like those ones are jumping out at me. But anyway, yeah, this is feeling the pressure. Feeling the pressure of the walls closing in, feeling the pressure of fear building, feeling the pressure of, oh shit, I'm not totally safe. I don't feel safe. I don't feel like things are going to be okay. I don't feel like I'm going to find the exit door. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. Some of you were holding on to an idea or a vision or a way that something should go, or even a path, it may be even a relationship. And the longer you held on to it, the more the walls caved in. Because really, what you needed to do was find the exit instead of holding on to it. Allow yourself to embrace something new, see something differently. Yeah, a shift in your perception is the biggest thing here. Remember, something about this wasn't being seen clearly from you or someone involved or both. But again, this could be something that's totally just by yourself, right? Take it as it resonates. But yeah, that one feels really strong to me. Like the way you've done something, the way you've thought about something, the way you held on to something, the wall started caving in because you needed to shift. You needed to shift. You needed to shift and find the exit door. Any other messages or insights from my Capricorns pertaining to this spread? Others of you, it's like you were in a situation that was supposed to be challenging because it was supposed to help you grow. Supposed to help you grow spiritually, grow as a person, to get you to shift your perception so that you could see how to navigate, you could see how to adapt, how to step into the new, how to step through a door. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I like this. Overall, we have elk. This is very Taurian. Oh, there's the eagle. There's the eagle. I knew he was going to come back out again. I like this. This is embracing destiny. Thank you. This is also embracing the maturity of earth energy. Embracing the maturity of Capricorn. This is a big thing that the collective is going through right now. I figured because this is Cappy and we're literally in Cappy season, we literally just had new moon Capricorn, Mercury's going to be going retrograde in Capricorn, that I figured there'd be some collective messages here, not to mention North Nodes in Taurus, your sister sign, or brother sign, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, there is something a little collective going on here that you are experiencing, Capricorn, and it is about maturity. It's about leveling up. Leveling up in your resilience. You're very resilient, Capricorns. That's part of being a Capricorn. That's part of learning the path of a Capricorn. Resilience. Resilience and adaptability. Saturn. Earth, Saturn. Eagle in this deck actually speaks of karma. Eagle has an energy about discernment and wisdom and being able to look at the bigger picture of things through a psychic lens, but even practicing discernment of practicality. Very, very Capricornian. And elk is integrity. It's actually the masculine principle in this deck, Which also makes sense with Mars going retrograde too in Gemini, right? It's like that's also been helping us to reevaluate our own masculine energy, how we take action, how we adapt, how we deal, how we deal with things. So yeah, Capricorn, to me, this has been a lesson in your own energy, in your own wheelhouse, and in your masculine energy. When to recognize when the walls are actually closing in or not, and adapt accordingly, whether you need to find the exit or you adapt to create an exit. Okay, this is all about your growth. This is all about your growth. Some of you, this might even feel a little bit like an ascension or an awakening. Like I said, some of you, it almost feels like you're coming out of a touch of a dark night of the soul just because something's been very challenging here. This situation's been very challenging, but you're coming out stronger. You're coming out wiser. You're coming out more responsible. You're coming out more mature. And with Eagle being here, it's also this feeling of like karmic wheel. Closing out a lesson, starting a new lesson, hence walking through the door. Okay? Actually, I'm going to keep you guys right there. Some of you actually need to ask for help in this. That's some of you, that's part of your lesson. This is all about lessons, Cappy. Sorry. What do you expect, Saturn? Lessons of Capricorn. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, Cappy, some of you, this is actually also about asking for help. Capricorns, you have a habit of doing things all by yourself. You don't have to, though. You don't have to. Others of you, there's a lesson in co-creation, how to properly, responsibly, intentionally, with awareness, co-create exactly what it is you want without kerfluffles. But what is starting all this is the pressure of something not working, the walls caving in. Some of you, it's just your fear making you think that that's happening. Others, it's actually happening. Something is literally falling apart or not working. And you got to be a Capricorn. Take the lead. Stay calm. That's what an elk does. Stay calm. Take the reins. See what needs to be done. See how to adapt. And if you need to ask for help, ask for help. But this is about you. This is about you, your growth, your maturity, your mastery of Capricorn, and your own masculine energy. Okay? All right, Capricorns. I'm going to go ahead and jump in part 2 over on Patreon. Again, you can also catch them on Vimeo if you don't want to sign up as a patron. We got a lot of cool stuff going on Patreon. It's a nice little soul fam over there. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. I will see you guys very soon, okay? Take care.